Also here we have the double glazed windows, so now you can hear how much more wind there is on the road. But if I close it, it's yeah, it's much quieter. And also here in the wind tunnel sorry, not wind tunnel, here in the tunnel, can you hear it's quieter? But here in the car, if you close the windows, it's much quieter. Hello guys, Ivan here and welcome to this video. I hope you can hear me clearly because it's a little bit windy today. But here we are with the all-new C-Class 2022, and this one is a special one because it's a more off-road version. As you can see here, it has this off-road look, and also ride height is much higher because this is car which is much better for light off-road, we can say. So this is the C-Class all-terrain, and it's also estate as well. You can get the all-terrain only as an estate or combi T-model version. So here you can see these characteristics design, which is usual for the SUVs. It's not usual on the estate, and this is we can see like a jacked up version of the C-Class estate. You can see the ride height is much larger. Here we have a standard suspension, but you can also get an adjustable suspension. This car rides on the tires Goodyear Eagle F1 asymmetric Mercedes original 245 45 18-inch, okay. But you can also get the 19-inch. These are more like off-road tires because they have much more rubber for the off-road. And here you can see the all-new C-Class design. This one is avant-garde line, so here you can see the exhaust tips, but I believe these are cosmetic. Yes, and the exhaust is down below. So you can get the all-terrain in two engine variants as C200 and C220D. So the C220D is here, which I have right now. You can check out here the engine briefly. So this is a 2.0 liter diesel engine producing 200 horsepower. C200 is a 1.5 liter. So both of these engines are mild hybrid with ISG, which is between the engine and the gearbox. Gearbox here is 9G-tronic, so 9 gears, and much better for the fuel consumption than, for example, 7 or 8 speed. It's better. You can see some heat shields here. So this car sprints from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour or 62 miles per hour in 7.8 seconds. So it's pretty fast, I would say. But for daily driving, obviously, it's not a performance car. So the C200 will get you up to 100 kilometers per hour or 62 miles per hour in only 7.5 seconds, so 0.3 of a second faster, which is a little bit noticeable. You can see also this car has a night package, so the window trim here and also the mirrors, they are in high gloss black, which looks more sporty in contrast with the polar white which we have here. So this is non-metallic white color. I have this one as well on my A-Class, and I really like this color. It's we can say standard. It's like a total opposite of the black. And also here you can see some bits. This one is also in night package, otherwise it would be in this like a metallic finish. And here is a chrome. So here we have digital lights, which are great for the nighttime to showcase symbols on the road, and also projections cut out the ongoing traffic, so really great for that. And also this lower part is in high gloss black because of the night package, so really great. Obviously you can also get the panoramic sunroof. This particular car doesn't have it. And also here we have the power domes on the front hood. So really great looking, I would say really aggressive. We can check out from the distance how the car looks. It has this really great design, I would say, combination of sportiness, lifestyle and everyday usability. which is really what is this car all about. And also here we have this very nice interior. This is Artico leather, so man-made leather in this sienna brown. But also, as you can see, here we have some perforation, and overall really nice seats. They are very comfortable and also have some sporty bolsters here on the sides. They can hug you in the corner pretty nicely, and layout of the C-Class, which I find really nice. We can hop inside. This car is also really quiet, I would say. So now you cannot hear almost anything, right? So welcome on board of the C-Class all-terrain, and we can go now for a drive. Okay, so let's try some acceleration. Okay, so we are at maximum speed limit here, and now we are towards the headwind, because always when I drive, for some reason it blows the air. Like if you go this direction, it's always against the wind. So I would say that's also good for testing the cars, so you can hear the difference. And if you go the other direction, it's much quieter in the car, so that's also a big difference. So here, as you can see, this car, I don't think it has no, it doesn't have automatic steering in the lane, but if it goes towards the lane, it can hold the lane, as you can see, so it doesn't brake. So in previous versions of Mercedes, for example in my A-Class, I have a system which when I near the line, it will brake, and in braking it will hold the lane, but here it's doing with the steering. Check it out, see? So this is much better. It's really a great improvement in everyday life, I would say. And also the fuel consumption for this engine is really like, I would say, miracle, because really it doesn't really consume a lot of fuel at all. So the new C-Class is really, I would say, a big difference if you compare it with compact models, because this rides on a rear-wheel drive platform, unlike the compacts which are on the front-wheel drive. And you can feel it everywhere. The car is really stable in the corners, even as an raised up vehicle from the ground, jacked up. So that's really great, I would say. And also because it has a 9G-tronic gearbox, the RPMs at this speed are like 1,600, which is not much at all, I would say. So if we change here the display mode, we can do sport, and here we can see we have 1,700 RPMs, and also the display is now in red color, so there's also a difference. And also this one changes to this red hue, so really great, I would say. You can also get for example understated, which is like almost no information, just speed, time, and assistance systems, which is just enough what you basically need. So here you can check out the interior. We have here the sienna brown seats, and also here is the child seat. Here you can see this metallic finish, so you can get also this like a metallic finish. You don't need to have a high gloss black, which is really great. Yeah, because this one doesn't really show fingerprints at all, I would say, so I would highly recommend something like this. Also you can get one other finish, which is not high gloss black, so this one or another one is like a metallic finish. And here is, as you can see, the middle screen, LCD screen, which is really like my palm, pretty large. And yeah, you can control many stuff here, as I showed you before in the C-Class. So really nice integration with this display, and also, as you can see, this is turn it 6 degrees towards the driver, so it's much more usable. You can see here electric for the seats, electric controls, heated seats, memory seats. You can lock the car, also ambient lighting. So really great and nice place to be. And check out the consumption: 5.1 liters per 100 kilometers. I will put on the screen how much is that in MPG in the US and in the UK, but I was driving pretty fast also on the highway, so at maximum speed limit 130 kilometers per hour, which is like 80 miles per hour. And this is just the diesel consumption is just unbelievable, I would say. Basically a very nice interior, I would say. Also with this, it's like this brown interior. Also, this man-made leather is not really a low quality, as you can see. It's pretty, I would say, pretty high quality for man-made leather. So really an improvement, I would say, because I also have man-made leather, but in the middle I have Alcantara, like material. And yeah, basically I would prefer to have this middle part in Alcantara. You know, you can also get it in AMG line. So that's my personal like recommendation, because Alcantara is a little bit smoother, and yeah, overall it's less cold in winter and less hot in summer. So yeah, also here you can see some bits and pieces, but here you can see also storage shelf, also underneath, so a lot of space. And Burmester surround sound system here, as you can see, you have a lot of space here for example, water bottle. And yeah, overall I really like the interior here. Also some storage space here. I have here my cable for the phone and wireless charging, 2 cup holders. Yeah, just a cable. So here you can see some kid toys, whatever, but you can adjust here these cup holders. And also here we have some storage space underneath. And yeah, I believe we can get here the USB-C ports, but probably it's part of some sort of smartphone integration package. So here you can see I have my backpack. So here in the rear you can see child seat for ISOFIX, or you can fix it with the seat belt depending what kind of seat you have. I believe this is ISOFIX. You can see there ISOFIX, and yeah, it's very comfortable, I would say, also in the rear. And the body is electric, you can open it, and a lot of storage. You can check out on the screen the volume and in cubic feet and also in liters, but I can tell you just looking here it's pretty large for trolley bag, stuff like that. Also here are some accessories. So really great family car, I would say. This is a great alternative to the, for example, SUVs. If you don't really want SUV but you want something which has a better ground clearance, I would say this is a way to go. And also check it out, tow hook. So just need to deploy it like this, and then it's in place. And if you want to release, just press here again, and now you need to put it back here. Okay. And also if you want to close it, here it's electric closing for the boot. So really great family car, definitely for the lifestyle-oriented person. If you want to go into light terrain and you don't really want SUV, here this is like you can see this more rough plastic, so you shouldn't be worried to go in light off-road. Definitely, maybe even like a middle level of the off-road. So really great, in my opinion, this vehicle for this reason, I would say it's really great to have it as an alternative to the SUV. If you don't really want SUV, I would say this is a way to go. Now the Distronic started to slow down because I came very close, not very, but close to this car. Distronic is very great system because it has an adaptive cruise control system, which basically is in the front Mercedes star. Behind the badge there is like a LiDAR device, which is usually on your smartphone, for example on the iPhone. I know for sure that there is a LiDAR scanner, and the same technology is basically here. Maybe it's a little bit different, but like the principle of this system is the same. It can send like waves, ultrasonic or something like that, and it can scan the other objects, not only cars but other objects on the roads, like a pedestrian, animal, and all kinds of things. And this is much better than only camera, because also this car has cameras which monitor the road, but it has like two-layer system of the safety. You can also recognize it by the LiDAR scanner in the front badge, but also by the cameras, because other brands, I don't really want to name brands, but some of the brands, they don't have the LiDAR scanner. They only rely on the cameras, which is not really good, because when it rains or something, it's too dark, anything basically, it's much better to have a LiDAR scanner, because it can recognize that with like physical ultrasonic waves. Maybe it's called different, these waves, but in reality it scans like waves, and yeah, it can pinpoint like real time what is happening. And some similar technologies also in aircraft, so you know that this is very good and very safe technology. Also now it's like overcast, maybe it will rain soon, so you can see you can change also the here in the comfort. You can have different ambient lighting colors, like for example Miami Rose. This is one of my favorites, a little bit better visible in the night time, but also here it's pretty cool. And monochrome, you have 64 different colors, and yeah, very good. You can change the climate control menu. Here you have climate menu, so you can also get the ionization of the air as an optional extra. And yeah, really the C-Class is really, I would say, one of my favorite new Mercedes-Benz, definitely. And that was a blind spot monitor, because according to the car I was like too close to it, so that's why I wanted to show you how it looks, this triangle, and also beeping. Also I believe the ambient lighting was flickering. Yeah, so yeah, it has different levels. Sometimes it doesn't beep depending how close or far you are, so really great. Safety is definitely the priority for Mercedes-Benz, and that's really great. So what else? You can see here the range, 700 kilometers, now 699, and I have like 55% of the fuel remaining. So at full tank you are looking at around 1000 kilometers, I would say, even maybe more depending how fast you drive. But 1000 kilometers, this is like, that's like 600 something miles. That's really a lot of range. So in this case, in this scenario, it's really great for long distance driving. Definitely the diesel is great for this. And yeah, I would highly recommend to get diesel if you are commuting often, like half an hour, or driving like this on a highway. Diesel will be a great choice. But also I drove the petrol here for the C-Class, and I want to do it again. And also with the petrol, you have a great consumption. Obviously it's more than with diesel, but difference is like 1.5 liters. With today's fuel prices, that's quite a big difference as well, so diesel could be a way to go. Also, you can change here the brightness of the displays. Now it's on full 10, but you can lower it, for example, to 0. Now it's a little bit better for this overcast, but when it's when the sun is shining really harshly, it's much better to increase the brightness, so you can see that. Obviously in the night you can decrease the brightness, and that way you will have a much better visibility during night. Also, when it's overcast like this, I usually turn on the lights, because not only daylight running stripes but full lights, so yeah, safety first. And yeah, basically that's the whole point of the all-terrain, that you can go and drive it in a light or medium off-road scenarios, like going to a cottage or yeah, your weekend house, when the road is not really asphalt or concrete. Now it's also braked. You can also change here for during the distance between the you and vehicle in front of you. Sometimes it's better to have it on more, sometimes it's better to have it on less. Alright, so now we can check out how the car behaves here in the corner. I'm going pretty medium, I would say medium sportiness towards in this corner. It's like 70 kilometers per hour, 67. And yeah, now acceleration. Now we have also rain. So we can also test how this car behaves in the rain. Also, this car has a 4MATIC system, so all-wheel drive system, and now it also brakes because of this car. So even in the rain, also the rain just starts, but also it works very nice in the rain thanks to the LiDAR scanner, as I was talking about. We can change here the lanes, because we are going to overtake this truck. Also you have for the wipers, you have different you have 3 dots here and 4 dots. 4 dots means that it will more frequently swipe the screen, the windshield. So yeah, really crazy clouds. Hopefully it won't be like a crazy thunderstorm. Also, what I notice in more premium luxury vehicles, you have a better sound isolation, and in that way you don't really hear the rain as much and is in other cars. So that is also a big benefit for this segment of the vehicles. You can also lower it in the 3 dots if you don't really need, but yeah, maybe it's better to have it on 4 dots. So the rain is now pretty, I would say, pretty strong. The brake pedal feel is, I would say, different to the compact level cars. There you have more like here is more like a plush, the brake pedal. For example, if you press it, it's like it's not as sensitive at first, I would say. Now at 80 kilometers per hour, which is like 50 miles per hour, car is much quieter. Also here we have the double glazed windows, so now you can hear how much more wind there is on the road. but if I close it, it's yeah, it's much quieter. And also you adjust the speed here with these touch controls. That's also new for the steering wheel. Before you had like these physical buttons. And also here in the wind tunnel, sorry, not wind tunnel, here in the tunnel, can you hear it's quite noisy. So, but here in the car, if you close the windows, it's much quieter. And if you listen to podcasts or to the music, you hear the road even less. But even without any sounds, it's pretty nicely insulated, I would say. And let me know in the comment section down below what you think about the new C-Class all-terrain, and if you would choose the sedan, the estate or the all-terrain. Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you very much for your support, and I will see you guys soon in the next video. Have a wonderful day.